Peek-a-boo!
Inside the lab, the colors mixed. The rain machine was being fixed. They poured in red and added blue and watched it blend into a sheet. They spun the dial from storm to bright. The rain turned soft with rainbow light. They pulled the lever just to try and painted streaks across the sky. The clouds turned warm instead of gray. They cheered as rainbows came to play. The rainy gloom all went away. Inside the lab, the colors mixed. The rain machine was being fixed. They poured in red and added blue and watched it blend into a sheet. They spun the dial from storm to bright. The rain turned soft with rainbow light. They pulled the lever just to try and painted streaks across the sky. The clouds turned warm instead of gray. They cheered as rainbows came to play. The rainy gloom all went away. Old MacDonald had a plan to build a barn without a man. He clicked a switch and gears began. A robot barn was in the span. Cows lined up in perfect hues. Pigs got showers, ducks got shoes. The robot swept the barn so clean. The farm looked shiny, bright and green. Every tool obeyed command. MacDonald waved with
and
oil
on
in
that
hand.
farm
Best
he had
robot
some
barn in
tools.
all the land. Old MacDonald had a plan to build a barn without a man. He clicked a switch and
Look at
gears
that,
began.
kiddo.
A
Those
robot
robots
barn
are
was
building our
in the
barn.
span. Cows lined up in perfect
that's
hues.
amazing.
Pigs got showers,
Oh boy,
ducks got
here we
shoes. The
go.
robot swept the barn so
Wow.
clean. The farm looked shiny, bright and green. Every tool obeyed command. MacDonald waved with oil in hand. Best robot barn in all the land. Humpty sat upon the wall, scared of having one more fall. He grabbed some bricks and sticky glue and measured out the perfect view.
Look, Humpty,
Stacked them
it's
high
all
in
done!
steady
We
rows.
did it!
Checked the level with his toes. He built a fence from end to end, strong enough to not bend. Now
cracks for
Humpty
me
climbs
this year.
without a fear. His safest wall is standing near. He cheers, no cracks for me this year. Humpty sat upon the wall, scared of having one more fall. He grabbed some bricks and sticky glue and measured out the perfect view. He stacked them high in steady rows, checked the level with his toes. He built a fence from end to end, strong enough to not bend. Now Humpty climbs without a fear. His safest wall is standing near. He cheers, no cracks for me this year. Baba Black Sheep mixed some dye, painting wool in colors high. Red and yellow, green and blue, patterns swirled and artwork grew. The studio blossomed with woolly art. Each creation touched the heart. Kids came in from far and wide to see the rainbow sheep with pride. He packed each masterpiece with care, sent woolly art from leaf everywhere. A fluffy paint to beyond compare. Black sheep mixed some dye, painting wool in colors high. Red and yellow, green and blue, patterns swirled and artwork grew. The studio blossomed with woolly art. Each creation touched the heart. Kids came in from far and wide to see the rainbow sheep with pride. He packed each masterpiece with care, sent woolly art from leaf everywhere. A fluffy paint to beyond compare. Jack and Jill put on their packs, jetpack strong, no more cracks. Up the hill they zoomed with speed, flying high with water need. Buckets scrub without a drop, zooming back with gentle hop. They delivered water extraordinaire.
Wow! These
Jack and Jill
jetpacks are
put on
amazing!
their packs. Jetpack strong, no more
I can't
cracks.
believe
Up
we're
the
actually
hill they
flying.
zoomed with speed, flying high with water need. Buckets scrub without a drop, zooming back with gentle hop. They delivered water fast, breaking records unsurpassed. They laughed and spun with windy hair. Jetpack power filled the air. Water delivery extraordinaire. Jack and Jill put on their packs. Jetpack strong, no more cracks. Up the hill they zoomed with
Wow,
speed,
these
flying
jetpacks
high
are
with
amazing.
water need.
I know.
Buckets
Let's fly to the
scrub
candy
without a
clouds.
drop, zooming back with gentle hop. They delivered water fast, breaking records unsurpassed. They laughed and spun with windy hair. Jetpack power filled the air. Water delivery extraordinaire.
Wow! These jetpacks are amazing!
The wheels on the bus spun sweet and bright, heading to Candy City's light. Lollipop trees waved on the street, chocolate pavement under feet. Marshmallow clouds puffed soft and slow, cotton candy breezes blow. Kids press noses to the glass, watching gummy bears march past. The bus beat loud with peppermint tone, through Candy City all day it roamed. Sweetest ride they'd ever known.
Look at that! It's
The
a
wheels on the
chocolate
bus
river.
spun sweet and bright, heading to Candy City's light. Lollipop trees waved on the street, chocolate pavement under feet. Marshmallow clouds puffed soft and slow, cotton candy breezes blow. Kids press noses to the glass, watching gummy bears march past. The bus beat loud with peppermint tone, through Candy City all day it roamed. Sweetest ride they'd ever known. Hickory dickory dock, Mouse took charge of every clock, pressing buttons left and right, changing morning into night, ticking here and talking there. Time flipped fast into the air. Minutes danced and hours spun.
It's magic!
Mouse declared, "I'm having fun." Every gear obeyed the mouse, master of the ticking house. Time was quiet as a mouse. Hickory dickory dock, Mouse took charge of every clock, pressing buttons left and right, changing morning into night, ticking here and talking there. Time flipped fast into the air. Minutes danced and hours spun. Mouse declared, "I'm having fun." Every gear obeyed the mouse, master of the ticking house. Time was quiet as a mouse.
It's magic!
Row, row, row your boat, down the slide we swiftly float. Twists and turns from high to low, splashing water as we go. Spinning fast we zip around, laughing hard at every sound. Each big speedy thrills, zooming past the tiny hills.
Whee! This is so much fun! I love water slides!
Sunlight sparkles while we glide, racing waves from side to side. Best water slide boat. Row, row, row your boat. Down the slide we swiftly float. Twists and turns from high to low, splashing water as we go. Spinning fast we zip around,
Child laughing excitedly.
Each big drop gives speedy thrills, zooming past the tiny hills.
Whee! This is so much fun!
Sunlight sparkles while we glide, racing waves from side to side.
This is so much
Water
fun!
slide boat ride. The itsy bitsy spider planned a web-built city grandly spanned. Strands of silver thread so bright glisten softly in the light. He built a tower tall and neat, web
Wow,
bridges
look at
linking
that!
every street. Ladybugs arrived to
Ladybug
cheer.
buzzing.
Ants moved in from far and near. Spiders smile with gentle pride. A city strong and fully tied. His web became a countryside. The itsy bitsy spider planned a web-built city grandly spanned. Strands of silver thread so bright glisten softly in the light. He built a tower tall and neat, web bridges linking every street. Ladybugs arrived to cheer. Ants moved in from far and near. Spiders smile with gentle pride. His city strong and fully tied. His web became a countryside. Little boy blue blew a trumpet bright. The sound made stars appear at night. The trees all swayed with gentle cheer. Every note was crystal clear. He played a tune and clouds turned gold. The wind grew calm and soft and bold. He blew once more near River's Bend, and flowers bloomed around each friend. The trumpet glowed with every beat. Magic danced on every street. His songs made dreams feel warm and sweet. Little boy blue blew a trumpet bright. The sound made stars appear at night. The trees all swayed with gentle cheer. Every note was crystal clear. He played a tune and clouds turned gold. The wind grew calm and soft and bold. He blew once more near River's Bend, and flowers bloomed around each friend. The trumpet glowed with every beat. Magic danced on every street. His songs made dreams feel warm and sweet. Patty cake bakers raced with dough. They kneaded fast with lightning flow. They flipped the cakes with perfect spin, determined that they'd surely win. Sprinkles flew like colored rain. They piped designs with sugary grain. They spun the frosting round and round, while cheering echoed through the ground. They baked the cake with pride and might. The judges smiled with sheer delight. Their cake stood tall, a perfect sight. Pat-a-cake bakers
This
raced
cake is
with
magnificent!
dough. They kneaded
Truly a
blast with lightning
The
flow.
winner is
They flip
clear.
the cakes with perfect spin, determined that they'd surely win. Sprinkles flew like colored rain. They piped designs with sugary grain. They spun the frosting round and round, while cheering upward through the ground. They baked the cake with pride and might. The judges smiled with sheer delight. Their cake stood tall, a perfect sight. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, guided me to lands afar. Rocket zooming through the night, following your silver light. Past the moon and glowing dust, stars all cheered and twinkle, we trust. Planet Sparkle came in view, shining bright with crystal blue. Wow. We danced with comets in the sky, waved at planets floating by, then whispered thanks and said goodbye. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, guided me to lands afar. Rocket zooming through the night, following your silver light. Past the moon and glowing dust, stars all cheered and twinkle, we trust. Planet Sparkle came in view, shining bright with crystal blue. We danced with comets in the sky, waved at planets floating by, then whispered thanks and said goodbye. Holy set the kettle down, fairies fluttered all around. They sprinkled sparkles on the tea and made it taste like honey sea. They stirred the pot with tiny spoons and hummed soft songs like silver moons. They placed the cups in perfect rows with flower petals on the bows. When tea was poured, it steamed so bright it roamed the meadow with delight. A fairy tea felt just right. Holy set the kettle down, fairies fluttered all around. They sprinkled sparkles on the tea and made it taste like honey sea. They stirred the pot with tiny spoons and hummed soft songs like silver moons. They placed the cups in perfect rows with flower petals on the bows. When tea was poured, it steamed so bright it roamed the meadow with delight. A fairy tea felt just right.
Tonight.
Lamb practiced singing with a band on the stage with bright spotlight. The lamb sparkled in the night. Crowds all cheered and clapped with glee. The lamb bowed proudly, gracefully. Posters hung in every town. Lamb wore sunglasses of brown. Mary smiled from the front row seat, watching hooves dance to the beat.
Black sheep, have you any wool? Yes, sir, yes, sir.
Mary
3
had a
bags
little
full.
lamb practiced singing with a band on the stage with bright spotlight. The lamb sparkled in the night. Crowds all cheered and clapped with glee. The lamb bowed proudly, gracefully. Posters hung in every town. Lamb wore sunglasses of brown. Mary smiled from the front row seat, watching hooves dance to the beat. Superstar fame now is complete. Mary had a little lamb practiced singing with a band on the stage with bright spotlight. The lamb gems sparkled in the night. Crowds all cheered and clapped with glee. The lamb bowed
Mary and Lamb
proudly, gracefully.
live tonight.
Posters hung in every town. Lamb wore sunglasses of brown. Mary smiled from the front row seat, watching hoofs dance to the beat. Superstar fame now is complete. Coins fell into a shiny can. They formed a golden music band. Trumpets blasted through the air. Drums went rolling musicware. The notes flew high like birds in flight, glowing sparks of golden light. Fruits began a gentle tune, dancing softly with the moon. Every coin began to shine, playing music bold and fine. A song of sixpence, perfect time. Coins fell into a shiny can. They formed a golden music band. Trumpets blasted through the air. Drums went rolling musicware. The notes flew high like birds in flight, glowing sparks of golden light. Fruits began a gentle tune, dancing softly with the moon. Every coin began to shine, playing music bold and fine. A song of sixpence, perfect time. Three blind mice ran the cheese machine. They stacked the blocks so crisp and clean. They sniffed the air to find the cheese. They worked with speed and expert ease. They rolled big wheels from wall to wall and never bumped into a fall. They stirred the pots with perfect grace. Cheese splattered gently on each face. They packed each box with art of real, yet every label stuck untrue. The factory cheered as orders grew. Three blind mice ran the cheese machine. They stacked the blocks so crisp and clean. They sniffed the air to find the cheese. They worked with speed and expert ease. They rolled big wheels from wall to wall and never bumped into a fall. They stirred the pots with perfect grace. Cheese splattered gently on each face. They packed each box with art of real, yet every label stuck untrue. The factory cheered as orders grew. Jack stood still beside the pies. The judges watched with careful eyes. He grabbed a slice with berry red and placed a trophy by his head. His spoon flipped cream in looping swirls. Fruit juice splashed and made big curls. The crowd cheered loud with happy cries. A sweet steam rose into the skies. He wiped his chin and took a bite. The pie was fluffy, warm and light. Jack won first place. What a sight! Jack stood still beside the pies. The judges watched with careful eyes. He grabbed a slice with berry red and placed a trophy by his head. His spoon flipped cream in looping swirls. Fruit juice splashed and made big curls. The crowd cheered loud with happy cries. A sweet steam rose into the skies. He wiped his chin and took a bite. The pie was fluffy, warm and light. Jack won first place. What a sight! The Muffin Man opened his busy cafe with sugar clouds and frosting spray.
Look at that! They're making
He stacked
hearts and
warm
stars.
muffins side by side and watched the happy customers sprinkles bright, shining soft in morning light. Kids lined up from door to street, hoping for a muffin treat. Sweet Dreams Cafe, so hard to beat. The Muffin Man opened his busy cafe with sugar clouds and frosting spray. He stacked warm muffins side by side and watched the happy customers glide. Chocolate dripped like gentle rain, vanilla swirled like a candy train. Every tray held sprinkles bright, shining soft in morning light. Kids lined up from door to street, hoping for a muffin treat. Sweet Dreams Cafe, so hard to beat. Bo Peep blinked at blinking lights. Her sheep glowed green on starry nights. She checked her screen and tapped the dot. A tracker beep, she found the spot. Her flock explored with steady pace. Each signal marked a brand new place. The woolly herd stayed safe and near, no more losing them to fear. Bo Peep smiled at the glowing map. Her sheep returned with one quick tap. GPS led them back to nap. Bo Peep blinked at blinking lights. Her sheep glowed green on starry nights. She checked her screen and tapped the dot. A tracker beep, she found the spot. Her flock explored with steady pace. Each signal marked a brand new place. The woolly herd stayed safe and near, no more losing them to fear. Bo Peep smiled at the glowing map. Her sheep returned with one quick tap. GPS led them back to nap. Bo Peep blinked at blinking lights. Her sheep glowed green on starry nights. She checked her screen and tapped the dot. A tracker beep, she found the spot. Her flock explored with steady pace. Each signal marked a brand new place. The woolly herd stayed safe and near, no more losing them to fear. Bo Peep smiled at the glowing map. Her sheep returned with one quick tap. GPS led them back to nap. Simple Simon stood on stage, turning cards with careful gauge. He waved a wand, poof, confetti flew. The crowd gasped loud, could it be true? He made a flower from a hat, then spun a ribbon neat and flat. Silver sparks swirled round his feet, magic shimmered bright and sweet.
Watch closely now.
Simon
What card
bowed
will
with
it be?
gentle grace. A smile stretched across his face. The fire lit up some whole wide glass. Simple Simon stood on stage, turning cards with careful gauge. He waved a wand, poof, confetti flew. The crowd gasped loud, could it be true? He made a flower from a hat, then spun a ribbon neat and flat. Silver sparks swirled round his feet, magic shimmered bright and sweet. Simon bowed with gentle grace. A smile stretched across his face. The fire lit up some whole wide glass. The pussycat climbed step by step up the tower with careful
Keep
prep.
going. You're almost there.
Wind blew hard from every side, but up the stairs it still did glide. Clouds brushed softly on its fur. The height made every whisker stir. From the top it saw the land, houses small and roads so grand. The view was wide, the air was clear. The tower stretched both far and near. The cat felt proud for climbing here. The pussycat climbed step by step up the tower with careful prep. Wind blew hard from every side, but up the stairs it still did glide. Clouds brushed softly on its fur. The height made every whisker stir. From the top it saw the land, houses small and roads so grand. The view was wide, the air was clear, the towers stretched both far and near. The cat felt proud for climbing here. The cat tapped once to start the show, the violins began to flow. The cow still jumped across the moon, but kept the rhythm with the tune. The fiddle hummed the joyful cheer, while violets glowed from ear to ear. The drums went boom, the cymbals rang, the audience gasped when flutes all sang. The cat held tight the final beat, a margin place of chummy seat. The crowd stood up with roars of heat. The cat tapped once to start the show, the violins began to flow. The cow still jumped across the moon, but kept the rhythm with the tune. The fiddle hummed the joyful cheer, while violets glowed from ear to ear. The drums went boom, the cymbals rang, the audience gasped when flutes all sang. The cat held tight the final beat, a margin place of chummy seat. The crowd stood up with roars of heat. Old King Cole began to cheer, let the music fill the air. Drums began a rumbling beat, dancers leaped on happy feet. The castle shook with joyful sound as spinning dancers twirled around. Flutes played notes that touched the sky. Ribbons swirled as guests passed by. Cole laughed loud with royal glee. A brighter party couldn't be. The night was full of melody. Old King Cole began to cheer, let the music fill the air. Drums began a rumbling beat, dancers leaped on happy feet. The castle shook with joyful sound as spinning dancers twirled around. Flutes played notes that touched the sky. Ribbons swirled as guests passed by. Cole laughed loud with royal glee. A brighter party couldn't be. The night was full of melody. Georgie mixed the cream and dough. Machines began to spin and glow. Chocolate poured like waterfalls. Sugar dust danced down the hall. He made a tower of fruity pies with jelly drops of rainbow size. Cakes rolled out on moving tracks, stacks of treats in perfect stacks. He pressed a button, moved to sight. Cookies popped like stoles of light. Desserts and potty dreams to light. Georgie mixed the cream and dough. Machines began to spin and glow. Chocolate poured like waterfalls. Sugar dust danced down the hall. He made a tower of fruity pies with jelly drops of rainbow size. Cakes rolled out on moving tracks, stacks of treats in perfect stacks. He pressed a button, moved to sight. Cookies popped like stars of light. Desserts and potty dreams